Fans, welcome to another exciting edition of Southern States Wrestling Power Half Hour. We've got a great crowd here in Great Tennessee, Dakota. So much is going on in Southern States right now.
Absolutely. History is being made today as my uncle Beau James is getting back in this ring as a special referee for my brother Jake Booth against Scott Sterling. So it's going to be Jake Booth, Scott Sterling, and Law and Order back in the ring.
Tell you what, it's going to be a tremendous program, folks. Stay tuned right in. We're going to get things rolling. I tell you what, DeAndre Jackson about to step into no man's land here, and oh man, he was about to take on Chic, and just that fast crunch grabs him, and now the Death Riders are doing a number on DeAndre Jackson out here on the floor. Both of the Death Riders are just beating him down. This is going to be a very dangerous situation here, as DeAndre Jackson is literally at the mercy of the Death Riders, and they have none at all. Chris Norris has come down to ringside to try to help this situation out. Man, I tell you what, Dakota, things are getting crazy here in Southern States.
Absolutely. It's starting to show off a little wild as DeAndre Jackson was out here fighting Chic White, and now there's DeAndre Jackson, Chic White, Equalizer Crunch, Chris Norris, and Shane Royal all out here right now.
Oh my, this is getting ugly.
This could be bad here.
Oh!
The Death Riders just slammed DeAndre Jackson on the solid, hard concrete floor. And here comes Jake Booth and Beau James to save the day, chasing off the Death Riders.
What in the world is going on, Crunch? What is this all about?
I'm going to tell you what this is all about, Joe Ward. Kyle Koo has mailed us a check to take him out. And right there, that's what this is about. Hey, you don't need to know how much is in here. It's a check with a lot of numbers on it, Joe. A lot of numbers. You know how me and Chic are.
We go for the money. You know that.
Oh, I know. Any amount of money. And now y'all take checks. You take Visa and MasterCard, too.
Whatever.
Gold, silver.
Gold, silver. Even Confederate money. We don't care.
As long as it's money, baby, money.
Fans, we've seen enough of this. Let's get out of here. We're going to go to commercial break.
Calvary Baptist Church, 1238 Pine Street, Kingsport, Tennessee. Regular schedule of services: Sunday, 9:15 a.m. for Bible study fellowship class for all ages. 10:30 a.m. worship. 6 p.m. blast for children, wake for youth. Sunday night life for adults. Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. children and youth activities. 3D Bible study for adults.
If you're a part of a non-profit organization, listen to this. You now have the opportunity to bring the wrestling TV stars to your town and make money for your group. Over the past 2 decades, Southern States Wrestling has helped raise money for church groups, schools, ball teams, volunteer fire departments, children's hospitals, Ronald McDonald House, scout troops, and many more. Our staff is waiting to hear from you and get started on what could be your biggest fundraiser to date. Southern States Wrestling and your group are the perfect tag team to raise the funds you need.
The TV stars of the Power Half Hour are coming to a town near you. Saturday, July 12th, Appalachian Fairground, Gray, Tennessee. Food, music, fireworks, and professional wrestling at the Gray Block Party. Free admission. Saturday, July the 5th, Ashland, Kentucky. Summer Motion, the biggest summer festival in the tri-state. Mick Foley and Jim Cornette will be in Ashland.
And she is firing in those shots on Misty right to the chest. Takes her Irish whip across the far side now. Miss Rachel, oh, she missed right there. Misty's got her. This could do it. And she got her. She got her.
And that's a win. Misty James regains her title. But that obviously wasn't the end of the match in the minds of Miss Rachel and her minion, whoever she is. But that was an absolute crazy finish right there. I'm being told that this woman's name is Kitten. Her name is Kitten. So Miss Rachel and Kitten, and they're both. Rebecca Lynn jumped in the ring and looked to maybe putting a stop to things, but turns out it's just prolonging it, as now all three women in the ring are ganging up on Misty James.
We need to get some help out here if at all possible to put a stop to this. Oh, thank goodness. Beau James with Shoe Baby in hand and Jake Booth have made their way down here to put a stop to this. But the story of the moment is Misty's injured, but she won the match. She won the match right there.
Yes, she absolutely did, and then it looks like Misty James is in some really, really bad pain right now. So, Joe, I think we're going to throw it to break right now, and let's hope Misty James can recover from this. Out here with Rebecca Lynn, and Rebecca, last week we saw you, Miss Rachel, and her friend attack Misty James after the match. So, is this feud between you and Misty James more than a title? Is it really that personal to you?
Personal? Of course it's personal. This feud has gone back so far. I just want to get her and hurt her so bad. Right now, I'm not worried about a title. The title will come at time. Right now, I just want to hurt Misty. And if she thinks she's as big and as bad as she says she is, she'll come out here right now and get in this ring with me.
Well, here comes Misty James. Right here, she says, let's go right now. Misty James begging Rebecca Lynn to get in the ring, and that's exactly what's happening right now. And Joe, I gotta tell you, it just seems like these two women just can't get along no matter what.
Well, I tell you what, there's no doubt about it. The fight is on here. These girls have no love lost at all and a long history. And oh, wait a minute, Miss Rachel's now coming out here. Miss Rachel's getting involved, and she's got Kitten, is it, with her? Her friend at ringside. Oh, Misty is smart enough to get out of there. She's not going to take another beating like she did recently at these girls' hands. Well, wait a minute. What?
And now Rachel and Rebecca Lynn are arguing? I don't really understand what's going on. I thought they were partners. Joe, now they're all arguing. What is this? I don't understand this.
Well, Dakota, as you get a little older, you'll start to learn that oftentimes women just cannot get along. And that's what we've got right here.
Well, I guess since they're just going to sit there and argue, we're going to go to break, and hopefully this gets resolved pretty soon.
You know, it's a crying shame that a man of my stature has to buy television time because no one in the offices of Southern States Wrestling or no one in production can seem to find time to squeeze me in. Now, every week, I have came out here and I have talked to you crackers, and none of you have respected me. I have had partners who lose. I'm not a loser, I'm a winner. I can't stand being in the company of losers. It doesn't matter who it is. Losers. I'm trying to think of one. Oh, that Jamie Gibson guy. He's the biggest loser of them all. But I tell you what.
Whoa. You want a problem with me? I ain't got a problem with you, but if you want a problem with me, you're out here talking about TV time, this and that. You want TV time? I will set it up, me against you.
This is my time. You have no business here. But you know what? You want a match against me? I'll give you that match, but I want you to know one thing. One thing I want you to know. I still have more wins than you.
Hey you, get off the couch and get out to Samson's Gym in St. Paul, Virginia. Dauntless equipment, free weights, Smith & Cable machines, step aerobics, boxing equipment, cardiovascular equipment, tanning bed, drink bar, fitness wear, supplements, and more. Plus an instructor on duty at all times. Call 762-7170. Samson's Gym, your one stop for fitness since 1990.
Attention Mountain Empire. Do you have a business, website, products, or an event to promote? Let us help you reach the masses with TV and internet ads. For just a few dollars a week, we offer commercial spots on Southern States Wrestling, reaching over 150,000 homes in the Mountain Empire and the world with YouTube. Don't wait. Jump on this opportunity now to reach a large audience for an affordable price. Email sswking@aol.com for all the info. Advertising packages you cannot afford to pass up.
The TV stars of the Power Half Hour are coming to a town near you. Saturday, July 12th, Appalachian Fairground, Gray, Tennessee. Food, music, fireworks, and professional wrestling at the Gray Block Party. Free admission. Saturday, July the 5th, Ashland, Kentucky. Summer Motion, the biggest summer festival in the tri-state. Mick Foley and Jim Cornette will be in Ashland.
Wrestling fans, I tell you what, this should get real interesting here as we've got Scott Sterling taking on Jake Booth in a one-on-one contest with a special guest referee of none other than Beau James. This is highly combustible here, Dakota, to say the least.
Absolutely, and Joe, to be honest with you, I'm kind of loving this situation right now because based on the odds of people that are in the ring, if something were to go wrong, I know that my family would be safe and that we would be the ones delivering the blow much rather than taking the blow.
Absolutely right. Here is Scott Sterling went for a punch in the corner. Oh, blocked it, and Jake caught him right there as the referee obviously is asserting his authority in the matchup, and he's going to make sure that no illegal tactics are employed.
Absolutely. Joe, this is a dream situation almost for myself, and I'm sure for my brother, and I'm sure even more so for my Uncle Beau James. Because we've got Jake going against Scott Sterling right here, which is a great matchup in its own right. But then you add the added intrigue of Handsome Beau James being the special guest referee. Who knows what could go on?
Well, things are going a little wrong for Scott Sterling already at this point in the matchup as Jake's got him in a hammerlock position, and Uncle Beau's in there advising him on how to make it more painful for him. A little slap on the posterior there as Beau is Beau's having a little fun in there as the official tonight.
Absolutely, it's been a long time since my Uncle Beau was a referee, and I know he was really looking forward to getting this opportunity, and I'm sure it's even more special since it's his nephew, and I'm sure it's even more special that he gets to do little things like that to one of his fiercest rivals in Scott Sterling.
Scott Sterling is not having a good night at all, needless to say, as Beau James is assisting Jake Booth with a handful of hair right there. And, if that's all that Beau James does through the course of this is pull his hair and pop him a couple times, and Scott should really consider himself very, very lucky.
Absolutely, because as we know, Beau James got his whip back. You know, a few weeks ago we saw his bag of tricks that he clearly has. So, like you said, if all that Scott Sterling gets out of this whole thing is a couple hair pulls and some pops on the rear, he should count himself extremely lucky. And we see that Beau James does have a line, and apparently it is that.
I'm kind of at a loss for words on how to call this at the moment. I really am.
I understand, Joe. It's kind of speaking for itself a little bit.
Some things just don't need words.
Some things just don't need words. We see Scott Sterling trying to get back into the match a little bit with a big elbow to the gut and a big fist to the back of the head, a big elbow right to the side of the head.
Scott showing his resiliency. He's able to recover from a tremendous amount of pain that was just inflicted upon him right there, I'm sure. As, not the fanciest move at all, but certainly can be painful. As we're getting a little more serious here, as Jake now lining up on that arm of Sterling's, and he's got that arm barred, and all fun and games aside, Jake realizes he's dealing with a very, very dangerous man in there.
Absolutely, and he goes right back to that hammerlock. As we mentioned earlier in Joe Briggs and LT Fox match, Jake has picked a body part, and he is going to work on that body part, and this has got to be the left arm of Scott Sterling, and you'll have to forgive me, I can't help but smile as I'm watching my brother do work right here in the ring.
And Scott Sterling directed several comments over here in your direction as far as that smirk on your face, as he is obviously not having a good time at the moment. As Jake with a nice clean break right there, allowing Sterling to come back to his feet in a proper fashion. As Jake blocked that punch, caught him with a big shot right there. Oh, and Jake caught him right in the nose on that one. Jake now opening up with a series of shots on Scott Sterling. It tosses him out. And I tell you what, this match has been all Jake Booth up to this point.
It most certainly has. An amazing display of just strength right there from Jake Booth of throwing Scott Sterling from the corner almost all the way across the ring. And Scott Sterling just, with every ounce of energy in him, throws Jake down into the corner and gives him a nice kick to the rib cage.
Beau James checking on his nephew, Jake Booth, as Scott Sterling pulled him up by a handful of hair, follows it up with a big headbutt right to the top of the skull. And I tell you what, Jake's finding himself in a little bit of trouble now at this point in time, as Scott Sterling going to work with a series of kicks and just took that knee out on Jake right there with that big kick. But I tell you what, Scott Sterling is he's in a 2-on-1 situation. He realizes that, and he has got to do everything he can to maintain his offense.
That is a nasty little move right there from Scott Sterling.
Need more comments directed at you, Dakota, as he clamps in on that spinning toe hold. Dory Funk Jr., of course, of the famous Funk family, made that spinning toe hold famous. That was part of how he captured that World Heavyweight Championship. Dory Funk using that spinning toe hold, and highly, highly effective maneuver, as Scott Sterling now is focused on the legs of Jake Booth.
And my brother's in a heap of trouble right here. This surely can't be legal right here. And my Uncle Beau James is getting right on it.
I'm surprised Beau didn't count to 4 and punch him on 5, really.
And Sterling getting Jake Booth back up to his feet. Jake noticeably favoring that left knee. He gets a big knee buster right there.
Jake's definitely in trouble at this point in time.
Absolutely. He's in no man's land again with the spinning toe hold.
Right back in on that spinning toe hold. It's a very effective maneuver. It affects the hips, it affects the knees, it affects the ankle, every part of the leg, and on up into the vertebrae of the back are affected by the spinning toe hold. Oh, wait a minute. Scott Sterling just got knocked into Beau James. Beau James is down.
This is not good. Clearly an accident by my brother.
Sterling's got something on his hand. It looks like he may have brass knuckles on his hand, Dakota.
Look out, Jacob. Look out. Look out. Catches him with a big right hand to the forehead.
He caught him with that foreign object, I believe. Those brass knuckles, possibly. Sterling now in for a cover here. Beau James made his way back up to a vertical base. Beau's looking around, kind of processing what's going on here. The fans have clearly made it clear that Scott Sterling had an object in his hand, and that's what he used to take Dakota out with, or Jake out with. Beau James now looking for that object. The fans here at ringside, oh yeah, Beau's had enough. Oh, but wait a minute, here they come. The Cripplers are on their way, Dakota.
Along with Joe Briggs, that big triple threat trio, and Jake Booth back up on his feet. And this is not good for the James family.
It's pretty much turning into a beat out here on Beau James and Jake Booth. They're both taking a beating here. It's that numbers game once again. We've got 3-on-2 here. These guys are hell-bent and determined to put him out. And look, he's got digging in his eye. He's digging in his eye. What are you doing, Frank? Oh, my God, Frank Parker. Frank Parker just came over here and snatched Dakota right away from the announce table. And good God, they're trying to destroy Dakota as well. Frank Parker is a man on a mission. Joe Briggs has got Beau James. He's working him over. Scott Sterling now going to work on Dakota. Frank Parker feeling mighty confident here. They have put a hurting on Beau James, Jake Booth, and Dakota Booth. Dakota is just getting annihilated in there. Joe Briggs now going after Jake, just choking him. A pair of brass knuckles just landed at my feet here in the broadcast position. What an incredible display. The Cripplers are on an absolute tear here. Beau James hanging on by a thread, trying to get back into the ring here. Jake Booth has been mauled, as has Dakota. Both of them have been absolutely mauled. And the Cripplers are standing center ring. Jake Booth trying to protect his brother Dakota. This is getting completely out of hand here. These guys are on a path of destruction, just trying to destroy every member they can of the James family. Jake and Dakota both just got laid out again. Now all three of them are beating and pounding on the back of Beau James. They're going right after the surgery. They're going right after the scar tissue. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's as though they'll stop at nothing. It's as though they won't be satisfied until the James family is completely out of wrestling. Scott Sterling mighty proud of himself. The Cripplers have left another mess laying in the ring.
We are the Cripplers. This is what happens to anybody who steps in the ring with us. Right here. You're bad. I'm very bad.
Unbelievable. Dakota, Jake, and Beau all laid out here.